Alright, welcome to VEDA, whatever, day 3. In honor of World Breastfeeding Week, I'm going to do a video on breastfeeding with implants. Yes, I have implants. So I've been wanting to do this video for about 2 years now, since I started nursing my daughter in 2010, and I just never did because, I mean, let's be honest, not a lot of people are going to admit to something like that. So, but I think I've come to a point in my life where I don't care what people think, which is great because I can make videos like this, which will hopefully encourage people in my situation to try to breastfeed. So I don't want it to be too long, so I'm going to jump right into it. I got implants when I was 22 years old. I was very flat-chested, like a AA cup, and I had wanted implants probably since I was about 15, and everyone got their breasts in and I didn't. So I had been wanting them for a long time. It wasn't a rash decision, but I did have the debate in my head whether I really wanted to do it and if I really needed to do something so drastic to make myself feel better. And in the end, I just decided that I would rather do it back then when I knew I was probably in the best shape that I was going to be for the rest of my life, and I just wanted to get it done before, before my body started to go on the decline. So in terms of the decision, I'm glad I made it when I did. Would I do it again today? Probably not. But I don't necessarily regret it, but I wouldn't make the same decision today. But anyway, so as far as nursing with implants, I will go into my surgery first. When I had the consultation, I did know that I wanted to try and breastfeed when I was older. So I, had that discussion with my surgeon, and he recommended that I get under the breast tissue incision, as opposed to under the armpit or around the areola of the breast. Those two incisions tend to be less visible, but they're much higher risk as far as nerve damage is concerned. So I opted for under the breast fold, and I also opted for behind the muscle wall. That is supposed to just put less pressure on the actual breast tissue, so that it's actually separate from your breast tissue. Also, I got saline implants instead of silicone, in case something happens and it ruptures. Saline is safe for your body and for your baby. So those were the decisions I made, knowing that I wanted to breastfeed in the future, and they all paid off. I have not had any issues breastfeeding with implants. I started breastfeeding my daughter when she was born. She was a natural at breastfeeding. She latched very easily, very quickly, and just took off from there. She gained weight fast. She was just it was just the perfect breastfeeding experience. I didn't even have any issues aside from implants. I didn't get thrush. I didn't have clogged ducts or mastitis. Just never ever had any issues, and it's saying a lot, because if you've breastfed, you know that there are so many obstacles, and that's why a lot of people just can't continue for as long as they'd like to. So that, on top of all of that, I had implants as well, and it doesn't seem to have affected my ability to breastfeed. My babies tend to get very fat. As you can see, this is my 3-month-old Caleb, and he is just a chunk. He's probably about 15 pounds now, wearing 3 to 6 month clothes on the upper end. So he is not as great a breastfeeder as Eden. He doesn't have a good latch, but I have a strong letdown, which I'm not sure has anything to do with the implants or not. But yeah, I have a strong letdown, and I usually have an overabundance of milk. So even though he's not as good at the actual technique as Eden was, he gets what he needs, obviously. I think he's much heavier than she ever was at this age too. So it's probably just being a boy, but as far as being an inefficient nurser, he sure gets nourishment. So, gosh, what else was this is the second time I've made this video, because the first one I made on my computer camera and it didn't have sound for some reason. So it's really late, and this is probably going to be uploaded after this day is actually over, but at least you got the video, right? So anyway, I really just wanted to make this video as an encouragement to anybody who has implants or wants implants and just wonders if it's going to interfere with breastfeeding. Certainly it can, and it often does, but I'm just saying in my experience, it really did not affect, I forget that I have them, honestly, on most days. It's just been really great. I do have a few tips. Well, I'll go back to saying my surgery. I wanted size C cup. I was an AA, and I wanted a C cup, and my surgeon said everyone always wants to go bigger after they get them done. They say, I wish I would have gone bigger. And I was thinking, you don't know me. I don't want big breasts. I just wanted to look like a woman. I wanted a womanly figure instead of my, flat washboard chest. And so I really didn't want them very big. I wanted a C cup, and they ended up being D's. I wasn't completely pleased with that. I still haven't gotten used to them. I don't think I ever did. I had to relearn how to dress myself, and now I'm having to do that again with them changing for kids. But as far as size goes, I definitely would recommend going on the lower end. I would have preferred them being C cups to start out with, because then you get pregnant and they get a lot bigger. So I had no idea. I wonder how big, what size they would have been if I hadn't had the implants from my AA cup, because they grew so much. And so as far as that goes, I have a really big tip. If you have breast implants and you're looking for bras, because every woman knows whether you're breastfeeding or not, getting the right bra makes a world of difference in how you look in your clothes. So, bless you. So I don't know why it took me so long to figure this out, but I would meticulously measure myself per the bra manufacturer's instructions to get bras, and particularly nursing bras, because your volume changes so much throughout the day. I wanted to make sure I was doing the right thing in measuring, and I always ended up getting, the cups seemed too small. I'd get the little muffin top, I guess, as you would call it, and I just didn't understand it. And I think I finally figured out that I just need to go a cup size bigger than what I measure, and I think that would probably be true for anybody with implants, because I realized that unlike most breastfeeding mothers, I have some initial support underneath my tissue. So anytime I put a bra underneath that, it pushes them up, and there's fullness up here where most women wouldn't have it. So it pushes it out of the bra. So I would definitely recommend, if you are looking for a nursing bra, measure yourself according to their recommendations, and then go up a cup size. So, I don't know, I guess that's all. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I really wanted to make a video that would be encouraging, because when I got pregnant with my daughter, I looked everywhere for information on this topic and just did not find it. Not on, no videos, no articles, nothing that was really helpful. So hopefully this video is encouraging, and you'll want to try to breastfeed even if you have implants. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave them below. And as far as the VEDA goes, anybody who made a video request on the last video, I will try and do every video request that was given. There were some good requests. So I'll try and get all that done.